Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're already going straight into our Div 4 game of the day, which will be between Risotto Gaming and Phantom, or Phantom and Risotto Gaming, I should say, because Phantom is blue side. We should get right into Big Ben soon, TM. Um, yeah, we should get right into Big Ben soon, and then hopefully get another fun game. Maybe a bit less one-sided this time, but who knows?
It is a Div 4 game, so anything really could happen here, Dutch. But the thing that I want to make sure is that this game is a bloodfest. I don't want to see what do we have, like 9 kills in the last game. I want to be seeing these 15, 13 kill games. I want to see massive blood fights, and we're just going to get started out into this pro draft. Darius being banned out first, making sure to not have any clown fiestas up in that top lane with Darius. Cassiopeia going away as well was pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, Rek'Sai being banned, following up. Rek'Sai, pretty strong in most people's hands. I can play Rek'Sai, so everybody can. It's basically my way of looking at it. Yasuo, of course, bit of a infamous.
Banning away the fun.
Yeah.
Banning away the fun. Come on, guys.
There's loads of fun picks open still. You have Zed, Talon, Kiana maybe even, which would be fairly interesting to see.
Yeah, it'd be really good to see a Kiana, because I'm pretty sure she is back open available after Bugs took her out. And Vladimir being banned as well. Vladimir is a pretty high intense pick that can run rampant in lower divisions if not prepared to deal with it or know how to deal with it. And the Lee Sin being taken out as well, so it seems like we won't see the 20-minute Youmuu's Ghostblade Lee Sin like we did my first cast of a Div 4 game.
Did you actually?
Yeah, we saw it. We saw Lee Sin building, didn't finish out his jungle item. It's just failed to build anything. You got a Youmuu's Ghostblade at 20 minutes and just did nothing for the whole game. It was quite hilarious to cast.
That's fucking great. Let's see what the first pick is gonna be. I always try and predict these big bans, but it never works out, so that Orianna I would have never guessed, but it is gonna be locked in. Very safe, very standard pick for that, probably mid lane.
Also, the next pick will be an AD carry and a jungler coming out from Risotto Gaming. I know it's dangerous to pick your AD carry out early, but I reckon they'll be confident enough to be a man and pick their AD carry early, show some balls. I'm not afraid to be counted. Let's see the AD carry pick. Really waiting on the time. Ooh, the Zelene.
Yeah, Cillian actually can go both mid and support role. If I remember it correctly, it was being played mid lane by Risotto Gaming. I might have to a bit skewered because they managed to switch sides and lanes, whatever, through the game, so the match history is a bit weird. And there's that Shijani being picked up, very strong jungler still. You see it picked everywhere.
Yeah, and Nautilus coming out as well. I don't think you can flex that mid anymore. It doesn't have the same powerhouse as it did, I think 2 patches ago. It was like a secret OP hidden in that mid lane with Nautilus full AP.
Yeah.
And the Kai'Sa being taken as well. Like, Kai'Sa is essentially a top tier pick right now as AD carry. Does immense damage, you know how to play it. I mean anything really does immense amount of damage, you know how to play it. And Olaf, a second jungle game with Olaf again.
Yeah, hopefully this Olaf will have a bit more impact on the game as a whole, because last game that Olaf didn't do a whole lot, unfortunately. Maybe this time Gunner is gonna show everyone how it's done, hopefully that's gonna happen. See a bit more use on that Predator as well, and then hopefully get a bit more of an interesting early game from it, and Draven is gonna be that first ban.
Yeah, Draven coming in, so obviously they don't want being chunked out half HP by 1 kill at level 1, which is good to see, because I really hate Draven.
Yeah,
I hate Draven in all lanes playing AD carry. It is the worst thing in the world, just accidentally taking a step too far and getting chunked out for all of your HP.
Yeah, and also with that new, I think Patrick did it, where he went off the shock Draven, which I still find like genius, because there's a lot of good, really good masteries on him right now, or wounds I should say. So that Aftershock's gonna help him in the survivability aspect, and Gameplay being picked away as well. Because the top lane hasn't been picked up. Garen, I would love to, yeah, I love it. But we don't see that one.
I do hope to see that is a respect ban, as in seeing that top lane play Garen too much, carrying that pressure up in the top lane. Yeah, so hopefully that is a either a comfort pick ban or it's a respect ban, because Risotto Gaming could be known to take that Garen top lane and then run rampant with it. Interesting to see what their final 2 picks were going to be.
I'm expecting a mid or support here, and then you give the counter pick to that top lane. It's gonna be Ornn. Okay.
Interesting. Ornn's still a really powerful top lane tank. And Ezreal coming out in the bottom lane. Sick of seeing Ezreal, to be honest. Sick of how every patch he's just relevant. Every single meta he's been relevant. Just can I get a meta that Ezreal was just like the worst champion to pick in the world? Like it's gonna. Apparently, Ornn was meant to be Alistair. It was a mispick coming out there.
What if the enemy team wants to pick Ornn now? It's,
yeah, what's going on there?
But yeah.
Whoa, jungle quick.
Wait, no. A top Warwick? Top Sejuani?
Is that top? Is that Sejuani support?
Not the stop. Flex picks. Hell yeah, we got him. It's fairly interesting actually. Yeah, there is gonna be some flex in that. That's Sejuani support being picked in LCK by I believe Gen G. You know, they are playing around with it, and then the answer to it is gonna be that Yorick. You know, not entirely sure who's gonna go where, but Yorick being picked as an answer to it.
Actually, because we have this now, we can actually have a fun prediction game where this is going to go. I will say, I reckon you were right saying it could be a Warwick top, Orianna mid, Sejuani jungle, Nautilus, Ezreal bottom. I reckon that's what's going to be the pick. And then, yeah, we'll see the Kai'Sa Alistair bottom, Olaf in the jungle, Zelene in the mid lane, and Yorick up in the top lane coming from Risotto Gaming.
One second. There you go. I'm just gonna update what happened there with the pick. Some people forget to log in their pick, and if the time runs out, it immediately auto-picks any champion for you. Little fun personal story about that one. I once had a pick ban in client where the guy was DC'd and the auto-pick picked the exact champion that we were wanting to pick. So this unfortunately didn't happen here, so a bit of a weird miscommunication going on here. It is going to be the Alistar and the Ornn. Looks like they are going to be fine with it. Should get into the pick ban remake soon in the client. And yeah, very interesting. I do not know what this Sejuani, not this Warwick, is going to do. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks to be very interesting. I can't wait to see where everyone is going to go as well.
Just seeing if both teams are okay with that Alistair coming through.
I mean, it did get communicated, so it should just...
Yeah. But you know, hey look, if Risotto Gaming one of you men be like, you know what, yes we mispicked, but you know, we will play on support. Because I have seen on support work before. It is hilarious to play in lane. Hopefully we can get into this game soon. That mispick seems to be causing just a little bit of a delay happening out here, which is quite unfortunate.
No flame, but I noticed that the lower we go into the divisions, the more issues we have with Pro Draft. That's just how it is. It actually is. I had to explain Pro Draft to one of the teams in one of the first weeks as well. So guys, come on, get that Pro Draft practice in. You can just go to the site, you can do whatever. And it works fine. You can do it by yourself. Just get some practice in, you know? Don't only go in game. Gotta go pro draft practice.
We should just have one game where everyone leaves their clicks open and it's just a completely all random game and they can pick up the champions wherever that'd be my all-time dream. If any team wants to actually pick that up, communicate that across, we'll have a bargain ball of a time. watching just a full random team and seeing how it turns out in that lane.
God, it would actually be really fun, you know, maybe if the standings don't matter that much anymore and both teams agree to it, because if only one team's a bit BM, if both teams agree to it, it would be a really, really fun time, you know? Yeah.
I would possibly say that would be the funnest game to cast, just because of all these mispicks. You would know where everyone's going, it'd be completely all random, you could all just 5-minute run it down like TSM do. Who knows? It's really up to interpretation.
No, just go ARAM then. Might as well. That would be really fun.
Let's see an ARAM tournament come out here.
I think it was one of the ESL tournaments where TSM and another team decided to just play the first game as an ARAM of the series, and they lost their winnings from it or something like that. It's really weird.
Which is unfortunate, but yeah, it looks like we will see that Warwick go into the top lane as predicted, leaving that Sejuani in the jungle, Orianna into the mid lane, and Ezreal Nautilus down into that bot lane.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, I am not showing the client just yet because it shows summoner spells. I don't want to spoil that for the other team, you know. I switch the client as soon as the countdown timer for spectator delay goes off. But yeah, so
they have to take up that.
Go on.
Not sure why Harrigan is deciding to take this pick a ban so long in the client. They already know what they're going to be playing. Come on, guys, just pick your champions and lock them in. It should almost be instant. Come on, guys. Why are we hovering different champions?
Just Flame. Has there been there's that Cidian actually going. Oh yeah, it's Alistar Sport. Alright, I forgot. It wasn't Ornn, it was Alistar. My bad.
You're already being fooled by it.
This is caster of not caster. This is Big Ben Mind Games, clearly.
And it seems like that TSM game is being cleared up in the chat. They agreed to split the money, and that's why they didn't get any prize money at all. Yeah, I was about to say the ARAM game doesn't seem like it would be breaking any rules, but yeah, sharing money. Can't be sharing money. This is not allowed. Not allowed to share money with your friends.
Dude, if you're gonna share money, just don't say it, you know? Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep it to yourself, man. Come on.
Come on, guys. It's the first rule of sharing money. You don't tell each other about it. Unless, of course, you're like loaning to a friend and it's like, no, I will be telling you every day to give that money, give that $5 back, mate.
Another rule of life, always give back borrowed money, you know, that's my rule.
Wouldn't even say that's like a life tip, I'd just say that's like just common sense. If someone gives you money, pay it back.
Well, apparently a lot of people forget about this, and then, you know, I don't have money left and everybody has borrowed from me, so where are we at that point, you know? Maybe we just have wrong friends. Maybe that's the issue.
But now that we've got both sides locked in, what are going to be these predictions happening out here? I'm expecting that Alistair and Olaf will be switching themselves. It seems like that Alistair is in the jungle role, and they have switched.
Thank goodness. I was sweating for a little bit. Olaf support is not something I was prepared for today.
Hey guys, that support pick was meant to be not Ornn support, but Alistair support. Actually, guys, it was Olaf support and Alistair in the jungle.
Yeah, goodness me. Yeah, predictions. I'm just gonna go into it. I really want to say that I really like Phantom's draft. They have the Warwick, Sejuani, and the Nautilus to go in, the Orianna ultimate to follow up on it, and then the True Shot Barrage as well to just finish them off. I really like that comp. On the other side, they have Zilean and Olaf to work around it, right? So there's going to be a bit of counterplay towards the whole comp that they have here, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out as the game progresses.
Yeah, definitely. I did like your analysis on like the fact that they had those three going in there, which means Orianna can either put it on the Nautilus, and I will say that most of these team fights we put on the Warwick, because Warwick will do that far leap in, because it doesn't matter if he lands his target, because he can dive right into the middle of the comp. Orianna can use that ultimate, bring them all together. Sejuani to lock them up, and Nautilus to break them apart again with his ultimate, and then the Ezreal just doing the Ezreal things, the nice sustained damage in there. Really not sure about Risotto Gaming's composition. I mean, the Zilean is able to keep more people alive. The Alistair will have the brute force tanking coming through that front line, making sure Kai'Sa has that right peel, and then Yorick doing Yorick things, having the ultimate split push in the lane, and or sitting in that team fight with the ghouls.
Yeah, to me it looks like a bit of a Kai'Sa hyper carry-ish style composition, where Yorick is just gonna split push. That's just how it looks to me, right? Like, the simple way to look at it is Yorick is not gonna leave his lane, and Kai'Sa's gonna do the damages, and trying to make up for the fact that they are missing a member, so the Zilean ult is gonna help a little bit with that. I think that is what they're going for here. Even with the Zilean support, they could try and push out some waves with Zilean before he teleports back in, so that's an option as well. You get a bit of a 1-3-1, but Orianna decided to put TP on herself as well, so there's gonna be an answer to it.
Yeah, and I do agree. I do think it looks like a definite Kai'Sa hypercarry comp, especially with Alistair and Zilling having those nice amount of stuns, making sure that Kai'Sa will be getting her passive off quite often, making sure she has that nice sustained damage coming out, and really see if anyone gets popped by the Kai'Sa Vayne 3-tick passive. Which is really good to see. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what Phantom does with this comp, and hopefully they get it off completely early and it takes off for them, because if the Olaf does actually use the Predator early, we could be seeing some pretty bloodthirsty games with Olaf just running down each lane, picking up a kill, and then running back to the next lane. And then, yeah, making sure Kai'Sa gets those kills as well.
Yeah, it should be fun to see. I think both have like something early, something late, so they can work around it. And that's personally something I really like to see in the lower elo type of tournaments, where you have like an option for every point of the game, right? The early game is gonna be around Olaf and Yorick a little bit. The late game will be more about Sidin and Kai'Sa, and so on. That is also for Phantom, where you have to Sejuani, Nautilus and the Warwick, and then late game you can have that Orianna and Ashiel do the damage that you need to do. So even if you make some missteps early on in the game, it isn't gonna matter too much.
Yeah, definitely. And just while we're on the loading screen, it's time for the classic sellout. By the way, guys, the Fnatic shop is still a thing. You can go and buy lots of stuff from there. T-shirts, gaming mouse pads. You can buy the Reckless mouse pad. I think that's still on sale. I know I'm thinking about picking that one up just to have as a special thing. If I ever go to Europe and need it signed, I'll get that one signed.
I actually have it. Yeah. It's really nice, high quality, very big. You know, can everyone recommend getting that one if you are a fan of Reckless, which of course everyone is. Yeah.
And I mean, desk pads are in. Why would you buy a small mouse pad when you can just have a full desk pad and run rampant with that? I mean, why even buy smaller mouse pads?
I have the box somewhere, and I think there's like a... Wait, give me a second. Let me see if I can find this. Well, this game is just slowly starting up. It was something about coffee absorbent material. Coffee stain absorbent material, and who doesn't need that on their mousepad, huh? I can tell you.
That is very true.
I can tell you from personal experience that there was a coffee stain on my mousepad, and I looked at it for 5 seconds, and it was gone. Great stuff, guys. Great stuff.
Yeah, I think Fnatic was already thinking of Svenskeren when they made that coffee remark, making sure that Spillskeren always has that stuff, and we are loading now onto the Rift.
Yeah. All right. So I got an idea. Just as soon as you hit the 10-second mark, give it a cheeky V pause, and we wait a little bit. I do my settings, and then I count down, and then we go into game, and we shouldn't have that many delays.
Alright, I'm just happy. I'll just make sure I keep it updated this game. And,
I got it paused. I got it paused. So now you have to. Now you have to. I have to fix some things anyway. So. All right, and then put you back. All right. All right, you got it at 10 seconds.
Hold up. I have it at 10 seconds.
Alright, I'm gonna turn this down. Put-a-doo.
And we're starting?
On go, right? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, perfect.
That's some team syncing right there.
This is all part to build up some synergy between the casters, so you know. Oh, there are actually quick pings out.
Coming in.
Are you gonna get an invade? Are you gonna immediate level 1? Yeah, they are walking for it. Goodness me, I can't wait. Are they gonna fight anything? Lernom is gonna be in that front side. Zora's following up closely. There's a fair bit of CC. You have that Nautilus, just walk for it, but no, they're stacking up. Salty Trickster might be able to say something about
Will they all just flash over the wall and go behind them? That could be the big balls power play.
Fultz is walking away as well, so it is gonna be that 4v4. I can't wait. I don't know if they're waiting to happen.
Oh!
What? What?
Oh. Guys, that was your opportunity to really take that Orianna out. What are you doing? Oh man, this Div 4 game's already starting to see. I'm already starting to see a bloodfest happen. Come on, guys, please. I want to see 20 kills plus both sides. I want to see a 40 kill game. Come on, guys.
Why wouldn't either of the teams just go to the bush and kill? Like, I don't know. It is a safer play, you know, just scouting it out the bush. You see the 4 members. You don't think you can win, though. I think they could have won. I'm not entirely sure on that one. But yeah, take the safer play, walk away, and nothing's gonna happen from it.
Yeah, it was actually really a shame to see because I was hoping that Phantom would just flash over the wall and go behind them. You know, really do that power play, really show who's boss, really show who's got these balls in this game, and make sure we got that stuff going. Haven't seen Warwick top too much, so I don't really know how to analyze any of this. So that's going to be an interesting pick, especially into Warwick.
I'm guessing that he just goes Tiamat and tries to contest the what do you call it, push from Yorick. But I'm not entirely sure. And as soon as the Yorick gets level 6, there's not a whole lot to contest. You know, ooh, it's a nice bit of damage.
Because Warwick's going to have that sustain up in that top lane, just thanks to being Warwick.
Also
just
true,
not. Some simple trades early, no level 2 hard engages so far with the Alistair. Oh, he's going for it.
Ooh, the hook actually does land a fair bit of damage. It's traded, yeah. The combo. But Pulverize did not hit, so no kill for the side of Risado Gaming.
You have to make sure you are instantly already buffering that extra Q while you're. I think it's W's casting.
Yep.
Not played Alistair in a while, so yeah, I'm pretty sure they even made it easier for people to buffer that headbutt coming in. Oh, that Pulverize actually.
That's a very nice baby cage. Fultz is gonna do some trading against Bombing Dude. That's a very nice amount of damage, already half health, but like you said, it's Warwick, he's just gonna sustain it back up.
And it was also really good to see he used that fear to, he waited for those minions to go in, they waited for the ghouls to do the damage, and then he used the fear to bring them all apart, so they weren't doing the full max amount of damage, and he just kills them and heals off them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe this Warwick top is gonna be genius. For now, is struggling a little bit against Fultz, gets that Q off as well. Fear is gonna be started, Conquer is gonna be procced as well. Flashes forward, Bombing Dude going very far, gets the bite, but there is Lernum, is gonna flash in, is gonna hit it, and Paygunner is possibly gonna be the next to fall, but the Conquer is gonna be stacked, a lot of healing does come down, has to flash away. Lernum very low, Stack's gonna catch him, yes, gets the kill, and he's gonna walk forward. Bombing Dude is gonna proc that fear. No, it's not gonna hit. Paygunner's gonna keep going. There's no flash on Bombing Dude, and there is gonna be a double kill for the side of Paygunner.
And this is what we want to be seeing. We want to be seeing these bloodthirsty games. We want to be seeing these early ganks. It's really good to see that Olaf using the fact that he is Olaf, really punishing that early game. It's really good to see that. However, I thought that Warwick, could have done a bit more ordering because Warwick gets better as the health gets lower. So I wish that he would have ordered a bit more. He probably would have done a bit of damage, and that could have been a more even fight. But it's really good to see that Paygunner is just coming down there and using the skills of his jungler as best as possible.
Yeah, and even from the side of Phantom, I like that they were, flashing in towards that kill, getting Fultz out, and maybe get that 2v1 trade in the end. But they didn't manage to get it, unfortunately. Maybe a bit too over-aggressive from their side. Got punished for it. But still managed to get a 1-for-2 trade, so it's not the end of the world. Paygunner is just gonna roll down mid lane as well. Does a lot of damage and
cancelling a couple of his orders. They're really missing that damage. It's unfortunate.
It's true, actually. Yeah.
But curious to see that he picked up 2 kills, but didn't immediately go back to base, buy boots, and then go back for more. He's looking to clear basically his entire jungle before he goes back and maybe just wants a better buy than boots and second tier jungle item.
Keep in mind, this isn't the Predator Olaf that we saw before. This is the Conqueror Olaf, so maybe.
It's the Conqueror one. That's yeah. Sorry, that's my bad. I was already focused, already pre-programmed in my mind that it was Predator thing. Which can't understand how much damage. The reason he was doing so much damage in that top lane against that Warwick, just thanks to that Conqueror passive coming through.
Haragon very far forward without having the mana to actually back it up, but Yoon is gonna decide to not really trade on it. Leernum is gonna go there, forces out the flash. Very nice job by the side of Phantom. Yeah,
and now because he's got that Bloodmark on him, that gives Warwick the ability to run top and mid quite fast. So if they do need to set up any sort of mid pressure, you can use that passive to start running down and creating that mid pressure right there. So coming down for a bottom gank, will be spotted up by that ward.
He's gonna bang as well, which I think is very smart. Don't want to stay there for too long.
Oh, Cage almost catching him.
Ooh. I don't think anything's gonna happen
just missing.
Yeah.
just missing both of those axes. It's quite unfortunate. But yeah, again, good to see that Paygunner is using his jungle. He is making sure he's going all the way through. He's getting all his games, just like Leonom is using in that situation. They're both ganking each lane as much as they possibly can, and then clearing the jungle when it's up. So it's really good to see that in this low division they are using their jungle to the maximum of their ability.
Yeah, I really like it. Even compared to the last game, we have a lot more jungle proximity around the lanes. I really like to see it. Both junglers have the opportunity to do so. Maybe Olaf a little bit less, but as soon as he gets that 6, as soon as the Sejuani gets her 6 as well, then we should be seeing even more ganking. Lernam is gonna be mid. There's not gonna be flash on Yoon. Is there gonna be the stun? No, it's not gonna land.
Just unlucky with that speed boost, just out of range.
Lost Echo very far forward. Actually, without a support nearby, are they gonna go for it? No, decide to walk off, but he takes a fair bit of damage.
And yeah, even a really good cast coming out there, waiting to get that 3rd second, then nailing that void missile was really good. Yeah,
it's really interesting, this training top. I've never seen this before. It's so weird to me. It's the cage and then healing up. Yeah.
Yeah. And it does seem like he will be building into that Tiamat, like all Warwicks usually do. First item is you go into that Tiamat and you then build another health item, go into, I think it's Titanic that you can go. Yep. I mean, I have seen Ravenous before, but I think that's for highly aggressive super damage Warwick when you just want to be a glass cannon and burst through everyone in those teams. But yeah, I think Titanic works out way better for Warwick just because of the health bonus onto him as well.
I mean, he has the option if he wants to go for it. They do have the Sejuani on their team. Glacial Prisoner is going to be ready for some action now, so Sejuani's probably going to be looking to get another kill on any one of the lanes, while Bombing Dude is low on mana, but heals back up from his key.
He is low on mana though now, which means he does have to start using that Grasp the Undying rune that he does have stacked on there. And yeah, fights have been laxing off. Come on, guys, start getting bloodthirsty. I know you want to kill each other. Come on, do it. Just make ballsy plays. Flash, run in, run under tower. Just kill them all. I want to see these ballsy moves.
I think the junglers are actually stopping a lot more of these aggressions than you might expect them to be. They are running in each other's junglers, constantly warding as well. They are being spotted everywhere they go, so they are playing it fairly smart. And as much as I do like kills, I also really like smart play. So both teams get a bit of kudos for that, you know.
Yeah, and it's really good to see that even in Div 4 they are doing that respect, that both jungler side warding up each other's jungle, taking each other's camps. Like, yeah, they are playing smart, and for a Div 4 game, this is very surprising.
Lernam did find his way bot, and there's not going to be any wards on that. He's going to go in, we don't see it. The camera's finally going to go over. Is the stun going to land? No, there's not just yet, but the hook is beautiful. It's max range. The E is going to land as well, but there's not going to be enough damage through that damage debuff that Alistar is going to be using that ultimate to get away, but they do get some flashes out of it as well. And Lernam is going to go very far forward as well. Finds Yoon, is going to be slowed a lot, flashes forward, gets the stun. The sombrero comes out, but the flash as well is going to use his ultimate to stay alive. The Guardian Angel being procced. I know that's not the name, but it looks the same, so my brain said it was gonna be that, but Lernam's gonna go in very far forward. The double Pulverize is gonna land as well. Ultimate being used by this Nautilus, and a lot of damage comes out for both of the teams. A 1-for-1 trade for now. Killer Instinct is gonna be used. He's gonna be able to pick up as well. Hammers very far forward. Probably wants to get out as soon as he can. Paygunner is gonna be there as well to help pick anyone up that's still there. The stopwatch being used. Holy moly, Paygunner picks up that one. And another kill goes over to Hammers. A 4-for-1 trade in the end for the side of Rosado Gaming.
And what a blood fight that was. That just started out with a simple thing, and yeah, the Orihana Harrigan missing that easy ultimate, but obviously got out of range with the Sejuani flash queuing, and yeah, the ultimate kind of missed there, didn't save it up for late game. But yeah, it seemed like that fight just went the complete wrong way that Phantom wanted it to, and went completely into Risotto Gaming's favor, giving that Kai'Sa 2 kills up there, and then Paygunner again another kill, and really good to see Salty Tricks was using the Alistar, the maximum of the ability as well, sustaining those fights, getting those stuffs in. And Zelene staying alive with that ultimate, which was really good to see.
Definitely. Even if that shockwave would have hit, I don't think they would have won that fight. They were very far forward. Whole team was ready to collapse. I think a very nice bit of communication coming out from the side of Risotto Gaming manages to be able to win them an early game skirmish, and that's gonna help them a lot against the team comp from the side of Phantom. Ooh.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, Bombing Dude is gonna go in. Infinite Duress is gonna be used on this Yorick. The Herald is gonna be still up. Ragnarok is gonna be used. The Shockwave hits everyone, and the Herald is gonna be stolen. They decide to walk away. Chrono Shift is gonna be used as well. Barely gonna stay alive. Very, very well played by Risotto Gaming, getting themselves back into this game. Excuse me, Phantom. Well played by Phantom.
Yeah, I was just about to pull up on it. I was like, yeah, Phantom bringing themselves back with that really good shockwave, making sure everyone was stunned so they could steal the Rift Herald. That's the one. The Rift Herald's the one that I keep forgetting in my head. And they'll pick up some really good gold from those early plates as well.
Yeah, 12-minute Rift Herald, that's what dreams are made of. They should be able to get a whole lot of plates, but the Paygunner is already mid, does not have Ragnarok, so decides to throw on X and walk away. But I think 2-3 turret plates being picked up for the side of Phantom. Very, very well played by them.
Yeah, so they picked up, it looks like they picked up 3 plates there. There's a nice nice gold payout there, and it seems like Risotto Gaming want to go for this early Cloud Drake, helping out that Olaf run rampant around the jungle and making sure he's ganking more lanes.
TP is gonna go in, it is gonna be Bombing Dude, the whole fight is gonna collapse, the hook hits, Paygunner is gonna be caught out, but a beautiful double stun is gonna be there, it's gonna buy a lot of time, but this is gonna be enough. No Glacier Prison is gonna be perfect. Salty Trickster is gonna be caught out by Bombing Dude, and surely the Drake is gonna be on the menu next.
And this Drake will really help out both comps. Like, both comps will be excellent with this thing just allowing to move across the map, do your rotations faster. And it's really good to see that Risotto Gaming, while they have lost that fight, they will be using Yorick to split push that top lane, making sure they're getting some payout of this bad fight that happened.
Nice TP by Bombing Dude, you know, joining up in that fight, probably winning them the fight as well. Didn't even have to use his ultimate, so that's still up if they want to try and do a top lane gank. And the plating is gonna fall soon as well, so this Yorick not gonna get too much gold either.
It still looks like he should get at least 3 plates out of that, and he will get 3 plates out of that just to himself, which will really put his gold lead right in front of him, even though he is a kill down.
Ooh, that's a very, very nice hook, but the Pulverize is gonna be knocking up Sora, and he's gonna be very far forward. Heal being used by Nos Echo, but it's not gonna be enough. Sora is gonna be picked up in that fight. He's just gonna dash away, dash out to safety, but over aggressiveness from the side of Phantom.
Yeah, it seemed like they did the right thing. They punished the Kai'Sa for using her dash too early.
Ooh, and it was really good being used. Sorry, there's gonna be change in the top side. Has to flash out. Is there not gonna be a dive? They decide to walk off.
Oh, so unfortunate on that one, because I was hoping it was gonna be a little bit of a kill there. But yeah, it was really good to see that Phantom did punish the Kai'Sa for jumping too far too early, and it was just really unfortunate the burst didn't come out and kill her, because the Alistair got in the way and prevented the extended engage from the Ezreal, blocking him out and making sure he stayed away from that Kai'Sa. So the Alistair was doing the right thing.
Ooh, Lerman is gonna go back on that top side, and there's not gonna be a flash this time on Fault's TP being used. Bit unnecessarily, but Haragon is gonna be there for, you know, safety, securing that kill possibly, but it wasn't even needed, and has to walk back mid lane.
And yeah, it seems like while Risotto Gaming are 4 kills up, this could be anyone's game, because it is just going either way right now in all of these lanes.
There's a 1.5k gold lead for the side of Risotto Gaming, you know, being a bit ahead, but mid lane is fairly winning. It's gonna be up 500 gold in the mid lane alone, and Lernum is gonna be waiting in the mid lane. Shockwave is gonna hit actually. A lot of damage. Chronom Shift is gonna waste a lot of time. There's gonna be Lernum in that mid lane. Is gonna get there as well. Does not manage to hit it. Flashes very far forward. The stun is gonna be there, and the pickup goes over to Lernum. But the return kill actually gets that kill and makes it a 1-for-1 trade.
See, that's some Call of Duty level martyrdom, COD 4 stuff. You know, drop a live grenade when you die is exactly what Zelene did. Making sure to get that stuff just before he died. Doing that double burst, double explosion, really showing the Orianna how much damage this guy can do, especially with that Luden's Echo coming out of there.
Yeah, mid lane tower, however, being picked up by the side of Phantom, and they are gonna pushing down the top tower, bot tower as well. So Sejuani is looking bot side. They know there's vision, but Also, Paygunner is gonna be there to follow up on any possible fight that's coming out.
And just on top of that last kill on thing, it was really good to see that most people that will leave the Zilean ultimate to be wasted and just sit there. It was really good to see that Sejuani was coming up, so Harrigan just went, yep, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kill him to make sure that Sejuani can get there in time. Sejuani comes up and gets those passives off and gets the damage down to kill him. It's just really unfortunate that Harrigan died because he was not he was caught by both of the time bombs.
Yeah, it's a fair bit of damage. I didn't expect that amount of damage to be coming through. Volt Meteor takes a nice trade on bombing dude, and it's gonna be a bit of an it's not gonna be ARAM, it's an ARV, I guess. They're all bots just pushing in and checking each other out. I don't know what's happening there, to be honest.
Oh, his top lane, yeah, it's a little bit stagnating. While the Warwick doesn't have the turret at the maximum HP, he is starting to use that that passive where he's starting to run rampant and run through. It's going to be really interesting to see if they use that Warwick passive to start running down through all the lanes and bringing up some damage.
Lurnum is going to be very far forward. Huragan is going to be there. No shockwave just yet. Are they going to keep following up on that? Yeah, the Ragnarok is going to be used. A lot of damage does come down, but he has to flash away. Sora uses that ultimate, gets that knockup, but everyone is just walking away. The bomb is going to do damage. Sora's going to have to flash out. The headbutt Pulverize is going to hit too, but the shockwave is going to extend this fight a bit longer. A 2-for-1 trade for now, and the next one to fall is going to be Lurnum. 2 kills going over for the side of Risotto Gaming as they walk forward to find another kill. Is it gonna happen? No, not just yet. A lot of damage does come out. Salty Trickster is gonna use the Chrono Shift as well. Kalin's is gonna be used. Damage is gonna be aplenty, and Hammer picks up another kill on the backside of that fight.
Really nice play there by Hammer, getting those angles down, making sure that he gets a kill, and it was really unfortunate they did not pick up that easy kill on the Alistair with the turret shot, not dealing quite enough damage to get the kill there. It seems like we are going to get a nice 1v1 from that top lane as well.
I don't think they can kill each other, that's the issue.
Especially with Yorick having the Conquerors giving him the extra free true damage, and then Warwick getting that extra damage out as well. And now a Cloud Drake to both sides. No, so yeah, an Air Drake going now to both sides, making sure they both have that same equal movement speed bonus. But look how fast this Warwick is moving just through his lane, just thanks to that passive sitting on that Yorick.
That's actually insane how much free movement speed you get from it if it gets procced. If it isn't getting procced, it's pretty useless, but you know.
It's pretty crazy. And the next Drake we'll be seeing is an Earth Drake, which would be fantastic for objective clearing, which means pretty much whoever gets that first Drake could be looking to take that Baron at 20 minutes.
Especially with the amount of gold being thrown away, you know, kills are going left, right, and center. I think we have like, what, triple the kills from the last game already, so...
Yeah, we're almost at my 20 kill mark, so they're doing me proud. They understand, they watch this and they went, you know what, we're going to give the Aussie man all the kills that he wants.
Yeah, very nice trade by Forts. It's just interesting to see that every time we look at the top lane, they're hammering on each other, and then the camera pans away, and the camera goes back, and no one's going to die, but Lurnum is going to be top. Slight TP is going to be used by Eunice. Yeah, nothing's going to happen from that. They notice it, they get the TP, they take it, and they walk back out. Two-shot doors being used
away.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting interaction I just noticed there, which was Yorick's ultimate, the Spectral Queen, whatever it's called. Oh, another fight breaking out.
Might be caught out there. It's gonna be the Conqueror being started. Well, holds at Bolt Pulverize. It's gonna be used on Zora. Zora actually takes a lot of damage, and he's just gonna fall. Surely 2 kills going over on both sides of the map for Risotto Gaming, and maybe a third one. No, has to dash away to safety, but Risotto Gaming is slowly and steadily walking over this game.
Yeah, and it's showing that Risotto Gaming is showing where their position is, making sure they are respecting opponents and going for these fights and taking the fights that they can win, especially with that Kai'Sa Alistair. As I said, it was a really good pick coming out there. You know, picking pretty early was pretty dangerous, but yeah, it seems like this person knows what Kai'Sa is doing and is really putting out that damage that we did predict with that Alistair combo.
6-0-2 on this pick. Even the Olaf is 6-1-4. You know, those are the kind of stat lines that you would love to see on your team. 1-1-8. That's the classic Sidian stat line. Also very very good on that one. But yeah, I think slowly and steadily, Risotto Gaming is trying to pull this game towards themselves.
And yeah, it is working, but it seems like Phantom are like trying everything they can, and they will be fighting most of the time, making sure to see where they can win when they're not. So they do win some of these initial engages, just these sustained fights they're just not having any luck with, thanks to, you know, just not putting out this quick damage. And it seems like once Ezreal gets this Mon Immune finished, and then the next item, which could either be a Bloodthirster or a Bork, we could be seeing some more sustained damage. Yeah, we could be seeing that coming out, and a bit more sustained damage coming out there for them.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he actually picks up with it. I really like the Iceborne Gauntlet. You know, you need the armor. There's a lot of 80 damage faults. MP Gunner should be easily guidable, as long as the Ragnarok isn't up, of course. You have some options to slow them down, so it's a really nice pickup for the side of that Ezreal as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, Leerdam is gonna go in. Is this gonna be the fight they're looking for? Depth Charge not being used just yet. Hammers just picks up Zora. He gets popped. Ragnarok is gonna be used as well. Holy moly! The wombo combo is gonna be there. Oh my god! The True Shot Barrage hits too, and this is the way back for the side of Phantom. A triple kill for Nos Echo. What beautiful gameplay I'm looking at.
That was just absolutely. I didn't even see the True Shot Barrage coming down until the Orianna combo had finished, and then bang, True Shot Barrage just came through and absolutely wiped them. And now his Mon Immune is completed, which means that he should be starting to run rampant right through this. And
Aragorn's very low. It's not gonna be picked up just yet. Excuse me. Oh, that play just got me completely hyped and ready for this game. Dear Lord.
If there's a highlight rule being made, that one right there goes to at least of today the #1 spot of just absolutely perfect combination plays.
And that's exactly what we're talking about, the wombo combo, right? The Sejuani Glacier Prison as the engage, the Orianna Shockwave for damage, and the two-shot barrage just finishing it off beautifully. That was music on the Summoner's Rift. Lovely. More of this, please.
Yeah. Just watching it's just like watching an orchestra come together. The band, yes. The conductor, it's all coming together. And now we're setting up for this next Drake, which means there could be a massive fight about to break out, which is what I'm happy to see. We got 4 coming down for the side of Risotto Gaming, and
Ragnarok
almost all 5 from Phantom.
The Ragnarok is poked on Olaf. This should be an easy fight, possibly. Shockwave being used, manages to get only Unisum, and the Infinite Rest is gonna be enough. He can't proc the ultimate. What a fight! The double Sphere is gonna come in, and finally the follow-up is gonna be there. The whole team is gonna be there fighting. Salty Trickster is gonna fall next. Volts managed to pick up Zora on the other side of that fight. The Glacial Prison is absolutely perfect and gets the Kaisa. The carry is down, the damage is gone, and the ace comes through for Phantom.
And a 5-for-1 trade there coming out for Phantom Gaming, and they really have brought back this game, now pulling ahead in this lead, and it was really good to see they had the confidence, and it was really good to see that the Orianna did that Shockwave, and then the Warwick coming over that perfect jump, making sure that Zillion couldn't get his ultimate off. It was absolutely fantastic play, and Phantom deserved to come back in this game, and deserved that fire 100.
What happened in the last 10 minutes of this game? What made Phantom just completely play around each other? That Glacial Prison was picture perfect on that Kaisa, and there was a Yorick in front of it. How does that even happen? It's beautiful.
It just shows that Phantom they must be communicating well. They're saying, hey guys, we were behind from this up, but now we can really start to come back into this game and really show them who's boss. And it does seem like that Ezreal did build it into a Bork, which means he will be doing extra damage towards those tanks, which I do agree was a good idea, since they have Olaf, Yorick, and Alistair was a wise option to go that Bork, get that extra % damage on the maximum health. And it was also really good to see that they kept that Kaisa out of the fight early, which means she couldn't get the damage on, couldn't be killing any kills, and then yeah, the Sejuani coming in and nailing that Glacial Prison onto her.
Oh, you know what, those plays are too hot. I just put on my Arco. It's really nice to see, but no stress. There's only a 300 gold lead for the side of Phantom. Risotto Gaming is still very much in this game if they don't let these kind of fights happen again. Pagan are already looking to catch someone off, not gonna happen. But yeah, we're still in an insanely close game, and it means there's gonna be more of these plays to be made.
And yeah, being 2 kills down, the reason they got that extra gold lead was because they finally took that Kaisa out and got that 700 gold back from those last fights, and another Shockwave coming out early.
Bit
Not sure why. Maybe just trying to delay out. Yeah, I would either say it's a trigger finger or they're just trying to delay out a like a possible super fast engage they're not expecting. So we'll see how long it will take for
That's
the
a very
ultimate to come
nice
back up.
hook. The Ragnarok is gonna stop that from coming through. That was a really nice Ragnarok, I have to say. Cancelled,
Yeah.
pull back.
I also think another reason the last fight went the way it did was because they popped that.
I have to interrupt you because we're fighting again, because of course Beyond Hammer is gonna do a fair bit of damage, but Bombing Dude wants to go forward. Infinite Duress is gonna be up, it's not gonna hit anyone, and he's very far forward. There's no heal to save him this time. The damage is gonna be there, uses the flash, but does not get away. The True Shot Barrage does a fair bit of damage. No ultimate on the side of Yusum anymore. In the backside is Hammer. Use that Killer Instinct to get himself there. A lot of damage has gone down. Lerno manages to get finally a turn kill with the Glacial Prison. For now, it's a 2 for 3, and they are just trading. The junglers fighting against each other. The Sun is gonna hit. The Conqueror is gonna help him do a lot of sustain as well. Lerno has to run away for his life. Is he gonna fall? Yes, he's gonna fall. Pagoner picks up that one, and the Baron is probably the next one on the menu for the side of Risotto Gaming.
And that showed right there that if you can't kill the cast right out, she will do that extra damage and she will take you out. Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone could follow up on the Warwick's engage, and yeah, he paid the price, just couldn't out sustain it. So really good to see we get this bloody game. So we are 4 kills away from having a 40 kill game, which would be fantastic. Just as we predicted right at the start, and Kaiser has now picked up that Quicksilver Slash, obviously to break out of the suppress coming out of Warwick. But my god, this is turning into such a bloodthirsty, awesome game. Both sides not showing any sign of defeat and really wanting to win.
I'm so happy we get to gas these kinds of plays. You know, this is exactly what I'm hoping to see when I say I want to cast tonight, but it's gonna be good games. This is the kind of game I'm thinking about. Like you said, both sides really wanting to win, and maybe because of that playing a bit over aggressive, that Warwick going in very far forward, wants to be the playmaker on his team, instead just kinda falls over. But there's gonna be a nice turret being picked up by Harrigan, so a bit more gold for their side.
So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see now where all these fights going now that Ezreal's finished. I think he's building the blasting one now, so obviously he's going for that AP side of the damage. So that's gonna be really obviously they have to take this Kai'Sa out fast. She's got the Nash's too, she's got the Monument, and now she has the Rage Blade. She'll be running right through every single one of those members. And Yorick sitting behind, could be going for the side gank.
Yorick flank's not gonna result in anything just yet. Harrigan is gonna stay safe as well, not gonna use the Shockwave. They are still clumping up, so every time I see this, I'm like, where is this Shockwave? It can happen anytime. 2 shot barrage being used, there's not going to be a lot of follow-up damage for now. Probably going to wait and try and clear as much as they can. Drake gonna be up as well. It is going to be that Mountain Drake. Oh no, it's the second Mountain Drake of the game.
And it would seem like we'll be having 2 even Drakes both sides. Risotto Gaming to take another Earth Drake, probably giving them a bigger advantage on taking these turrets and or more objectives.
Yeah, I mean, just using that Yorick to side using that Yorick to push down the side waves as well. Very nice to see. Using that Baron buff and the Mistress gets a fair bit of damage on that bottom lane turret.
Definitely.
So
and
what
then
now?
Knight's Vow coming out from the Alistair, which is not bad. And yeah, really no big item changes. The Trinity Force coming out for the Warwick though is quite interesting. I've never built
Lerno
Trinity
is very
Force
far forward, but that's a 2 versus 3. Salty Trickster might be able to not get caught, but Pagoner is all alone, waiting, and the whole team is around him. Snow actually on the flash over from Oriana is very nice. Surely someone is gonna fall from this. The death charge being used, the knockup gonna land. The follow-up is there, and the shutdown goes over to her again.
And they'll take that easy Yorick pick all by himself, all caught out. But we have to be really careful about this Kai'Sa. She's now really picking up those levels thanks to Theline's passive, but also picking up all of those extra items.
Oh, the Shockwave hits too! It is beautiful, the flash form from Lerno, but Kai'Sa did finish her recall. Just yet, Glacial Prison being used, QSS to cancel out the CC. The first one to fall is gonna be Nos Echo, and the second one to fall will be, I think, the whole team. Phantom is just gonna fall from this one. Bombing Dude is gonna try and follow up, get some kill in return. No, has to walk away. 3 people fall for only 2 for the side of Risotto Gaming.
These fights are getting really nasty, really bloodthirsty. And it just seems like Risotto does have the edge in all of these fights, thanks to that Kaiser and thanks to that Olaf / Zelene combo, really making sure that frontline tank is not getting anywhere.
Yeah, and Uni's gonna be very low, but is still alive. Doesn't even need that ultimate to keep himself alive. So everyone manages to walk away with the skin off their tooth, and try and reset. See what's gonna happen next. Baron should be up in another 2 minutes. And we'll probably see another fight around that side. Oh, actually, Lerman is gonna be very far forward. His whole team is there. Buddy, why are you there? That is not your jungle anymore. But Bombing Dude might be the one to pay for it. 2 people being called out. Lerman is gonna fall first. And Zora is gonna try and kill Hammers, but it's just not gonna happen. Buddy, you are not an AP damage dealer. You are the tank of your team. You shouldn't be 1v1ing there.
Yeah, really not sure what the Norse was thinking. It was really good to see guys, but the follow-up was not there. They had no damage, they had no reason to be there, and that Kaiser with her items and her score right now, you should not be trying to contest a 1v1 unless you have the damage to output.
Shockwave is up, they are pushing very far forward, they don't have minions. Shockwave being used, hits 3, hits everyone, it's gonna be enough. The Chrono Shift being used, they should be able to catch another one out. Yes, they get it! Yoon's the very next one to fall. True Shot Barrage being used, but falls very far forward, manages to not get away. Bombing Dude wants to see more blood. I don't think he's gonna get it, but another very nice team fight. And Haragon picking the team up, putting it on his shoulders, and trying to win it.
And 41 kills now coming out. Now that's changed to 46 kills coming out in this game. This is becoming an absolute bloodbath, and there's pools of blood happening everywhere around the base of Phantom Gaming, as well as Risotto.
Oh, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Oh, inhib still standing. Turret still up on the mid and the bottom inhib, so Phantom is holding on strong. But is it gonna be enough? The Baron is gonna be spawning in about 10 seconds, so probably are gonna look towards that.
And Risotto Gaming can take this fast. They've got a Kaiser with a Rage Blade, now got a Zonya's Hourglass to stay in those fights longer and sustain up. This Baron could go down very fast, especially with that Earthstrike coming out, but it seems like both teams are about to contest it right now.
This gives away a bit of the position, so no Fnatic death push just yet. Bacon are going very far forward, nothing gonna happen just yet. Sora is gonna be frontlining a bit of this damage. True Shot Barrage whiffs completely.
Missing everything.
Yeah, so nothing's gonna happen. Oh.
This Ezreal is yeah, when he gets those picks does really well. But I want to see that wombo combo again. I want to see the Glacial Prison into the Orianna ult, into the Ezreal ult, wiping out 3 people at once. I want to be seeing more of that. So come on guys, let's go. Let's see another big blood. Let's see another bloodthirsty fight for this Baron.
Just do it, dude. Just win. Lol. Easy peasy. Yeah, the Baron is gonna be pinked. Lernum is gonna be there. Might be able to attempt a steal, but the whole team's gonna be there. Baconer's gonna try and follow up on that. If they get this Baron here, this might be a disaster for the side of Phantom. Are they gonna do anything?
There's no entry point they can find to get in, but they have one now.
Oh, the sombrero, it completely misses. And there it is, the fight is gonna start. Baconer is gonna do a very, very big amount of damage to the front line. This Kai'Sa flashes in over the Glacial Prison. It doesn't even matter anymore. There's no shockwave for the side of Harrigan. He might have won this game, but he also gave it away with that sombrero. There's gonna be a bit more pushing in. Surely Baron wasn't even picked up?
No, because they disengaged right off it, which was a smart idea. Otherwise, if they got that entry point in, it could have been a free Baron. And now the Yorick pushing in as soon as you pick up Baron, this could be a quick win coming out.
Yeah, Lernum's gonna go forward on that one. They want that Yorick. They want something to give in return for this Baron. He's gonna fall surely. Yeah, picked up by Hurricane, getting more gold into his pocket. But the Baron is gonna be picked up, and they are walking towards this Mountain Drake as well.
Yeah, another Mountain Drake, making it much easier to take these turrets, making it much easier for Yorick to be split pushing these lanes, creating that 1-3-1 comp coming out of here. And yeah, as I said, that Kai'Sa is putting out just too much damage that you have to take two. You have to take 2 onto that champion, or you have to make sure she's instantly bursted out, because she is just destroying all the teams. Now getting that Mercurial Scepter, making sure she has that life steal coming out with the QSS coming out as well.
The giving away the blue buff took a bit longer than expected.
I just want to recall, man. Why is the blue buff attacking me? It's unfair.
Waiting for the bomb to pop is like the most annoying part whenever you're giving away blue.
And now because we have passed the 35-minute mark, the next Drake will be an Elder Drake, which will be really interesting to see, because if Risotto Gaming pick this up, it's going to be a firefight coming out through the side of the red side, going onto that blue side. But it'd be really good to see if Ezreal may even get onto that Elder Dragon, stealing it, and or the Sejuani coming through and stealing it. Because both sides are tanking up and both sides are getting the extra damage down to do some more stuff.
That's a nice bit of damage from Bake on him. Does have
Nose Echo chances really is starting to pick up some damage here as well. He's got that Luden's Echo now, and he's starting to build that Last Whisper or a Lord Doms.
I just noticed the name is No Second Chances. Dear Lord, oh, I'm an idiot. Thank you for
his name.
You know,
spotting that one out.
Yeah.
I just noticed that he has Echo in his name, and I was like, no Echo. Oh, okay, that's how you say it. And I was like, oh, okay, perfect.
I kept calling it Boss Echo or something, but yeah, no second chances. Goodness me. Well, that's embarrassing. They are just gonna siege in that mid tower. Should be falling fairly soon as well. You know that that siege, that cannon main, gonna do a fair bit of damage with that Baron buff. Volt, of course, doesn't have it. I just before it.
I'm not really sure why you are letting this Ezreal go bottom all the time by himself. This Ezreal should be joining in these team fights, putting that damage. Yeah, the Warwick should be the one taking these fights, not the Ezreal. Not really sure why they think that's a good idea.
Tower party falls as well, and Bombing Dude is gonna be hit in the baby cage. The Infinite Rush is gonna hit, but the hook unfortunately goes on the cage instead. But Volt is actually fairly tanky and manages to tank up all of this damage. Ragnarok is gonna be used, Sora gonna be very low. Lerman is gonna try and stop this fight from happening completely, but the inhibitor is gonna be picked up as well.
Oh yeah, just more sustained damage thanks to that Conqueror, thanks to that Triforce, thanks to Titanic, and the Styric Cage inhibitor pop, and yeah. It really shows that you have the confidence to say that, no, I'm going to win this fight. It's my realm, not yours. This is not your base. We're taking it right now.
Yeah, all inhibitors down, which means double waves. Wait, waves of double super minions. First try. Thank you very much. It's gonna be very hard to save your base from that amount of destruction. There isn't a whole lot of wave clear either for the side of Phantom, so. It's gonna be very interesting to see if they actually can manage to pull a win out of this deficit.
And it should be seen that the Elder Drake will be coming to minute 40, so I think that Risotto Game will try and delay this out and get that Elder Drake. But this could go the way of Phantom, and Phantom could come back in with a quick ace of the Elder Drake if they're not careful.
Yeah, it's definitely an option, you know. A bit of a risk reward, but I don't think that Phantom really have a good and decent way to get in that Elder Drake pit without getting killed themselves, especially not with that Kaisa. You know, she's gonna be hitting that Elder Drake, she's gonna stack up that Rage Blade, so as soon as you go in, you're just gonna get bursted down. Yeah, definitely true, but you know, you could, you know, the big sacrifice cry, the greatest wills, the Sejuani could have a fantastic will to go in and steal that Elder Drake at the cost of life, get that Soul Stone, you know, drop them off the edge of the cliff. Make sure they get the win for this. Because, yeah, it is looking quite one-sided towards the side of Risotto Gaming. It seems like they will just push the base, they're not even going to try and set up that Elder Drake. Yeah, maybe they want a bit more pressure in their base before they can safely think about that Elder Drake. It's also not up for another 30 seconds, they are walking towards it, so they might just look at, you know, your plan and follow up on it.
It does seem like Phantom Gaming do actually have a decent amount of wave clear, so they can be stopping these things. But yeah, with a Baron and an Elder Drake, this will be a straight push right down the mid lane, right down to those two Nexus turrets and finish them off. It looks like they could be trying to set up a Death Brush just before the Elder Drake, see if they can bait them into it.
Their base is so pushed in and there's no way they're gonna get out of it, and I don't think they're really gonna contest this Elder, so...
Sejuani is pathing towards it.
You're alright, actually. It's gonna be interesting to see who gets this Drake. Should be an easy pickup.
All waves are pushing out aside from that bottom lane, and that mid lane will start pushing towards. But yeah, it seems like Risotto Gaming will pick up that Elder Drake just like they've done there.
Shajani walked away from that as well. Didn't decide that the contest was gonna be worth it, and Baron actually gonna spawn in another 15 seconds.
And yeah, it seems like they just want the double buff to run through this 2 Nexus turrets and easy win the game.
And easy win it should be. For now, they are deciding to go for a little bit of a death push. Actually, sorry, excuse me, they are gonna try and get some vision. And then start up that Baron. And I'm thinking that will be the end of the game as soon as they pick this one up.
It's really good to see that Yorick is always keeping pressure on that bottom lane, making sure that there has to be always someone in the bottom lane. And it looks like Lenham could be caught.
Why are you there? Ragnarok being used, the speed up's gonna be there. The slow up and running, the knock up gonna be there. But no, Zora is gonna be there in the front line. The Shockwave managed to hit 2 tanks, but surely it's not gonna be enough. A very nice Laser Prison is gonna buy some time. But this is the do or die moment for the side of Phantom. They pick up one, they pick up another, and this Ezreal is gonna try and pop off, but no, Hammer is still gonna be in that fight. Uses the kill instinct all the way in the backline, but Thoughts just finished the game. What?
Just snuck behind and finished the game. I was not even seeing that on, and that massive shield count with Kasa making sure she was living. But yeah, the Yorick going in there just stayed at the bottom lane and pushed and won the game. What a crazy way for Risotto to win with a 55 kill the game.
But what a great game it was. Dear Lord, give me more of this.
Thank you, Div4, for being as fantastic as you are. Just all of that stuff, like almost everyone level 18. Unlucky for Zora coming at that level 15. But yeah, Hammer's really coming out with that high damage pool, those high kills, and it was all thanks to Pagan running around the map, getting those early kills, picking up as much damage as he possibly could across the map.
So, we forgot it last game, but we're gonna do it this game. If you get to choose an MVP for the side of Risotto Gaming, who would you give it to?
It does show that Kaiser was like putting out the most damage, had the most kills, but I'd actually give it to Paygunner just because of how fast he was running around the map and he was using his clear potential and his damage potential to the maximum ability using that Conqueror, and I thought it was really, really good of him to be doing that. So I think the MVP will go out to the OLF for that one.
Fair enough. I'd be inclined to agree with you. Even did a lot of damage playing that Olaf in the jungle. So yeah, fair enough. We will be back in about 20-ish minutes. 20-ish minutes. Goodness, speech is not my top seat today. It will be a Div 3 game. It will be Honest to Cactus versus, oh my god, Unio Desportiva da Tasca. We'll be back in 20 minutes, and don't go anywhere.